Hi, this is Dr. Christopher Maloney talking to you briefly about multiple sclerosis. And this is something that I have family members who have this, and I live in Maine, so in Maine it's a higher risk. I am deeply frustrated by the model of multiple sclerosis as being basically an interferon deficiency. And that's our treatment of choice. And when you look at the interferon beta trials, what we see is a lot of them we're not getting the kind of dramatic or all, kind of curative results we'd like to see. And at the same time, there's this kind of discussion that goes on about vitamin D and Epstein-Barr virus that are happening. And what I would say about that is that we need to have people start getting tested, not if you've had the Epstein-Barr virus, because 90% of titers come back positive for having antibodies, but whether or not those antibody titers for Epstein-Barr actually correlate to the worsening and remission of the symptoms. And in that group of people, that group has MS, they have demyelinating autoimmune disease, and they also have Epstein-Barr virus that's actually fluctuating and causing their problems. And there's a secondary group of individuals that have vitamin D problems, and that vitamin D deficiency that vitamin D actually modulates the immune system, and there's a number of people talking about this now, that modulation of the immune system by vitamin D actually dampens down the inflammatory process of multiple sclerosis. And so again, we need to have people tested regularly for vitamin D levels, especially those that are having worsening symptoms. And if their vitamin D levels are gutterballing, that just seems like a very simple solution. But I don't see it being happening regularly. What I see is you're on interferon, that's the treatment, that's the cure. If that doesn't work for you and you're worsening, well, that's the way it is. And it's really unnecessary. This is in the literature. It's been in the literature since the early mid-80s, and it's just a process of getting that to be part of the daily process. I'm also extremely frustrated about the swank diet. No one's doing it. The arguments against it is it's not effective, and my answers are, well, are you telling them to eat what? I mean, if people aren't eating the swank diet and they have MS, we have some fish oil. I'm like, why not eat that way? Why not eat that way? What's the downside of eating the way Swank predicted? And he had the Lancet study with a 30-year trial, and his patients were still alive. And I have yet to see another 30-year trial which shows that kind of outcome. So I would recommend that people look at just the basics. There's a whole bunch of other things out there. Vitamin D, Swank diet, Epstein-Barr virus titers, how much of the virus is in the system when you're having a worsening of symptoms.